So this is, Zephaniah in chapter 3. We've been over this before. Lexus taught on this. And this time I seen something and it just stood out. I may have seen it before, I just don't remember it standing out. Um, so I'm not gonna, hold up your time much longer. I just want to read this real quick and discuss it. Um, so this is chapter 3. And the Ishi shown me Jesus, the high priest, standing before the angel of the Ishi. And Satan stood on his right hand to be the adversary. And the Ishi said to Satan, the Ishi rebuked thee, O Satan, and the Ishi hath chosen Jerusalem. I'm sorry, and the Ishi that choose Jerusalem rebukes thee. Is not this a band plucked out of the fire? And Jesus was clothed with filthy garments, and he stood before the face of the angel, who answered and said to them, this stood before him, saying, take away the filthy garments from him. And he said to him, behold, I have taken away thy iniquity, and have clothed thee with the change of garment. And he said, put a clean mitre upon his head. And they put a clean mitre upon his head. Yeah, because I remember like we're breaking all these stuff down, the mitre and what it looked like and things like that. And they put a clean mitre upon his head, I read it, and clothed him with garments. And the angel of the Ishi stood and said, and the angel, in 6, and the angel of the Ishi protested to Jesus, saying, thus saith the Ishi of hosts, if thou wilt walk in my ways and lead my charges thou also shalt judge my house and shall keep my court, and I will give thee some of them that are now present here to walk with thee. And here's where it is in the end of verse 8. Hear, O Jesus, thy high priest, then and thy friends that dwell before thee, for they are pretending men. For behold, I will bring my servant the Orient. For behold, the stone that I have laid before Jesus, upon one stone there are 7 eyes. Behold, I will grave the graving thereof, saith the Ishi of hosts, and I will take away the iniquity of that land in one day. And that day, saith the Ishi of hosts, every man shall call his friend under the vine and under the fig tree. And so what caught me was that part right there. I will bring my servant the Orient. Now here's what I found interesting. All of the translations call that verse, the end of verse 8. They don't call it the Orient, they call it the branch. He will send his servant the branch. And I was reading, just looking around, seeing how other people was interpreting it. This I thought was interesting. Introduction of the branch, the reality to whom Joshua pointed appointed as a sign. This branch is also God's servant and can be none other than the final David King, whatever how you say David King, the Messiah promised to the nation of Israel in Isaiah 53. That's not what that was about, but whatever. Jeremiah 23 and 5, 33 and 15. Although the nation was rebuilding the temple in Zechariah's day, it would be this king who would set the final capstone of God's true temple and bring the divine plan to consummation.